Hi guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I kind of wanted to go through some of my favorite fashion trends at the moment. This is a mix of my wish list of things that I want to get and then some things I already have. So I'm going to go through them in terms of tops, bottoms, and then accessories. Most of these trends are accessories, but yeah, these are just my current favorites. Okay, so let's do tops first. So for tops, I've really been loving the off the shoulder tops. Okay, now this is not a new trend. A lot of these trends that I'm going to bring up have been around for a minute, but I've noticed them kind of a lot more now than I did before. So the off the shoulder top, basically what I love about it is just very effortless but sexy. It's giving sexy without having to do too much. Off the shoulder but also asymmetric tops or one shoulder tops, so whatever you want to categorize that as. Some of these trends, like, they're more DIY'd, so the shirts are cut out. It just reminds me of Friends. It reminds me of like 90s sitcom shows where like the female character, when they're in their apartment, is just very laid back and their sleepwear is very lazy, but it's also fashionable and sexy at the same time. So that's what it reminds me of. It also reminds me of like gym wear almost, so that's leading into athleisure. So next for tops I've chosen is the racer jackets. So this again is also going into sports and athleisure. So I love this trend because I think it's also one of those timeless pieces you can have in your closet. Like, I have one of my mom's old leather jackets that is a racer leather jacket. Honestly, I've worn it so many times, so many different occasions. It can be dressed from day to night. Yeah, so I think it can be styled to either look really sporty or it can styled to look really chic and effortless. I really want to get one in like a faded brown leather color. I really like when it's styled with a vest and then just the one button and then it's left open in like a V shape. That's my favorite way to have it styled. And then with like a plain trouser, like a plain black trouser. Personally, I'm not so much of a fan of the like colorful racer jackets with the bright stripes in like reds and blues, and yeah, like I think that's too much on the theme of the racer jacket. I like when it's translated to be a bit more neutral and comes in plain leather colors. I think that's a bit more timeless and a bit less trendy. We're going to move on to bottoms. So first up we have maxi skirts. This is literally my personality, are maxi skirts. I freaking love them. I can't get enough of them. I think there's just so many ways you can play around with a long skirt. It's just so much material to play with. For me, every day I love a maxi skirt that has cotton material. It just gives like a bit of like fairy energy. And a bit of cottage core as well. I'm a huge fan of like the modest look, but then you twist it up and make it sexy. So you'd wear a maxi skirt, but then you'd wear it with like a midriff top, so your torso is showing. I was not a fan of the denim skirts originally. Like, I thought that was too much of a stretch when I was seeing all this like Y2K stuff coming forward. And then I was seeing the denim. I'm like, no guys, we're going too far with this. But now she's kind of growing on me, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's different. I quite like them paired with boots or clogs. I think what sold me to the denim maxi skirt is Kylie Jenner when she wore this outfit. Yeah, with the maxi skirts you can literally wear it anywhere. Also very transitional, is that the word? I just love how you can take a maxi skirt from the daytime and you can make it into the nighttime. Not so much the cottage core style skirts, but more of like the heavy materials. I prefer this trend over the micro mini skirts, just for me personally, because I'm more of an hourglass shape. I feel more confident in the maxi skirt trend versus the micro mini skirt, because I just don't feel as comfortable personally in the micro mini skirts. I don't think it's catered for my shape, that trend. Okay, boxes out of jeans look. Okay, so I feel like this is a bit of a niche trend. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it's a bit niche. I really like this trend. I really love the new Miu Miu undergarments that came out. It's like a satin silk fabric. I love the baby pink with the little label in front. I think it's really cute and dainty and feminine. It's like a cute twist on like the girls' version of their underwear sticking out of their pants. It's very tomboy-esque. I've been seeing it styled with like mini skirts as well as like oversized jeans. I love both of them, especially like if they have a cute waistband. Like that's the key. The waistband needs to be cute. Right now the brands I'm loving is Miu Miu, and Calvin Klein is a classic undergarment. Now we're moving on to accessories. So first off, I want to talk about chunky belts. Alright, so chunky belts, I think for some people sounds horrifying and to others intriguing. Now to me, it's intriguing. So the chunky belts, I remember when they were really big in like 2010, 2012, like you would wear. I just think of That's So Random. No? Is it That's So Random with Demi Lovato? Yeah, That's So Random, and all the Disney shows where they would wear like these thick belts that were completely pointless. Like they had no use but except to maybe accentuate the shape. Even belts that have no use just for styling, like there's no belt loops on the skirts or the pants, but you just wear the belt hanging loose as an accessory. I love it. It's not practical at all. It's purely for style. Yeah, so I'm loving the chunky belts, bringing it back around to the maxi skirts. I love the chunky belts just put over the maxi skirts, or even like a pair of flared tights or something. Just a belt over a skirt with no belt loops, I think is really cute. It's really chic, and it just gives that bit of dimension and also like a break in the outfit, which I really like, and it adds something intriguing and interesting to the outfit to have more of like a harder, heavier fabric over the soft fabric of the skirt. It's balancing the masculine and feminine. This trend, I don't know how long it's gonna stick around for, but I'm here for it and I love it, and I think I'll forever do it. Personally, I've been doing this for a minute, and I would sometimes get looks when I do this in the past, but I think now that it's coming back, it's more accepted. And to be honest, I feel like fashion nowadays is so experimental. We're getting over the whole everything needs to be practical. Sometimes you just gotta have fun with clothing and be weird and have fun. And being always practical with your clothing, I think it's getting boring. It's old news. Okay, one of my favorites, the thick headband trend. Now I love this trend. It's giving homage to the 60s. It's giving Bridget Bardot. It's giving all of the actresses in that era, which I'm loving. It also reminds me of Diana a little bit, although she wasn't seen many times wearing it, but there was one picture I saw of her wearing a headband, and it's just stuck with me ever since. Bella Hadid has been seen wearing this trend a lot, and I love it. I do, however, think you need to have a good head shape to pull it off, because for me, I cannot get away with wearing the headband like on my forehead. I need to have a little bit of my hairline showing. Yeah, if you have a big forehead, you have to style this headband very carefully. You can't just wear it anyway, because it could make your head look even bigger. Just saying. Speaking from experience, I like to stick with more of the neutral tones. So I like the black, the white, the beige colors, and then paired with a neutral toned outfit, I think is super cute. It reminds me of, again, my favorite era is just the 90s. Another quick accessory I'll talk about is the scrunchies, the oversized scrunchies, but particularly Good Squish. So Good Squish, I think it's an English brand if I'm not mistaken. I am obsessed with their scrunchies. I want one so bad. Hopefully one day I'll get one. But I think it's different. It kind of reminds me of like kids accessories, and it's just something fun and playful. It just reminds me of going to the farmer's market and picking your favorite fruits and vegetables, all organic and freshly produced, and having your little wicker basket. It's giving that energy, and I'm here for it. Next up is flower chokers. Now, I don't think this is a trend that's going to stay around too long, but I'm loving it while it's here. This is something I want to DIY myself, like get myself a little flower and just sew it onto a piece of ribbon. But I think it's so cute. My favorite is when it's styled with a strapless top, like a corset, and then having your hair slicked back, just having this whole area exposed, and then having the break in the neck. I think it's so aesthetically pleasing to look at. I want to wear this to a dinner. I feel like this trend is only appropriate if you're going to dinner, and you need to be going to dinner with your group of friends, your gals, and having wine, a glass of wine, champagne, and just having the best time. That is the energy you need to have when wearing this trend, and that is all I see. I don't like when the flower is in the center that much. It needs to be to the side. It almost reminds me of the Rococo Bridgerton era, but then brought back now. It almost reminds me of like going to prom, but not in like cheesy way. Now moving on to shoes. This is something you can't really wear, well, personally, every day. This is more of like an evening, or if you have an event. So that is the pointed toe heels / boots. This is a trend I love. I used to think it was only for like older people, like giving mom energy, but it's totally not. I think this trend came with maturity, and I completely love this trend. I think it needs to be worn with like an oversized jean. I love when the fabric trickles over the shoe and all you see is the point at the bottom. Vintage shoe boots also look good with mini skirt or a little dress, but I mainly love it for the oversized jean. Okay, ballet flats. Okay, let's talk about this trend. Now, I had no idea. I would have never guessed this trend was going to come back. I saw this on WGSN for one of my assignments I was looking up. It was like 2 years ago, and I saw flats was coming back, and my heart sank. I was like, there is no way. There's no way. And I told my friends about it, and they just laughed, understandably so. I did not believe it. But yes, guys, the ballet flats, aka the pumps from Mr. Price, they're coming back. So like, all I think of with this trend is going into Mr. Price and seeing the ballet flats bent because of the elastic around the heel, and it's just the shoe is like folded like that, and then you have to like stretch it out when you put it on. That is what I think of. Yeah, guys, this trend is coming back. I have seen Lily Rose Depp rock this trend. I've seen Matilda Jaff rock this trend. All the it girls are wearing pumps, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's growing on me. Emma Chamberlain mentioned this in one of her podcasts, but it's such a feminine shoe that when it's paired with like a more masculine outfit, it just looks really aesthetically pleasing together. So if you're wearing it with like straight trousers and a collared shirt and then you pair it with a pump, it's just harmonious. Like, it's just a beautiful composition in an outfit. Guys, I'm here for the pumps. I'm gonna put some pictures up and you can see, but I'm here for these pumps. Next, loafers. Okay guys, loafers, I love this trend and it is 100% on my wish list. The only thing is I'm so specific with the type of loafers that I'm looking for. I have not yet found a pair of loafers that I love. They're either too shiny or they have, I'm not a fan, well, I like the tassels, but I don't want them. There's the tassels, then there's the straight curve on the top of the loafers, and the front, like, it can't be too pointed. Also, the top of the shoe, it needs to come further enough back. Like the feminine loafers, like the female loafers, they're too short in the front and it doesn't look good paired with socks. And now with the loafers, I think they need to be paired with socks. So the loafer, it needs to come high enough. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the platform loafers. I think those are a lot more trendy and are going to go out soon. I like the more classic flat loafer. I think that's a lot more timeless. So that's it for my current favorite trends at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed watching or listening, and let me know down below if you like any of these trends, have tried any of these trends, or even which ones you don't like. I'm just curious to know everyone's opinions. But yeah, these are my current favorites and I want to participate in them. Also, let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this, with me talking about different trends and my different fashion wish lists and opinions, because I think this is quite fun and interesting to talk about, because style is so personal to everyone. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.